Coming to you live from their mom's basement, it is
The Concrete
Walls
Podcast.
Send it.
So,
We're back, guys. Concrete Walls Podcast.
do you like the so I put in there?
Yeah. Okay, so we're back.
Cheese sauce.
It's Dakota.
Tanner.
And Troy, sorry, I am getting our video podcast ready for you guys. There we go. I did that.
So, we had a few technical difficulties before we started, but we're live.
Yeah. So are we going to talk about it?
About what?
About our wager?
Yeah.
Let's talk about who our guest is first.
Okay.
Well, hold on. Let's do the wager first.
Okay.
Well, who's our guest?
Well, we'll
What if
tell
he,
them
like-
after the wager.
What if he talks during the wager and they're like, oh my God, who's that voice?
Hey, don't talk during the wager.
All right.
Okay.
No. We'll introduce him. We'll play the spring roll over here.
Hey, you're spring roll. I'm not spring roll. You're the one that freaked out on me.
Such a good story.
It's gold every time.
All right. So we have a guest on our podcast today.
Cody Pogue. What's up, guys?
What's up? Cody, tell us a little about yourself.
I work a lot.
Wow. Welcome
I'm
to Adulthood,
a,
dumbass.
I'm an architectural intern at a firm downtown.
You're a narc?
Yep,
That's what I thought you were.
big time. Been there about a year and a half. Going into my fifth year of school, architecture school at OU, Burmer.
Senior.
And
Sooner.
that's about it.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Do you like it?
It's super
Oh, yeah.
interesting.
Ready to be done for sure.
Hey, Emily's calling.
Oh, hey, Emily.
Emily always calls.
Yeah,
I think she
does.
knows when we start.
Yeah. So after you graduate, what are you looking at? What kind of career path? What kind of job? What are you gonna be doing?
I'd like to stick in commercial for a little while, at least until I get licensed. You get a lot of experience working on a lot of miscellaneous different projects, but I'd like to maybe branch off into residential, do a little bit of that stuff on my own, maybe a little bit of development.
Like, start your own firm one day?
Yeah, maybe a smaller practice, smaller firm, maybe do some kind of higher end residential, small commercial, boutique style, maybe get into a little development. So,
Cash is king.
If
Yes,
you're
sir.
looking into starting your own business, go ahead and listen to a couple episodes back.
Oh, yeah.
Mom and Dad.
Yeah.
Where Troy was
Sure.
absent.
Yep, I was not there
How do you know we talked about that?
because I listened to it.
Oh, you did?
Somebody had to upload it.
Okay. That was
Excuse me.
impressive. Okay,
Sorry.
so Troy, what is our wager? Just
Okay, so
explain it to the guests.
So I was thinking on the drive down here, I was like, we always talk about how you cannot live off of 100,000 subscribers, right? That has been a very popular
Yeah,
topic.
still don't think so.
So me and Tanner made a wager that we, by this time next year, August 5th, 2020, we will grow our channel to 100,000 subscribers, completely organic. And if we don't make it, then I have to dye my hair platinum blonde for a week.
Oh, no.
For 4 weeks.
There you go.
And then if we do make it, Tanner has to dye his hair platinum blonde for 4 weeks.
Not worried whatsoever. Literal no worries in the world.
The original wager was I was going to get his initials tattooed onto my body, but Dakota said that it's not worth
That's
it.
a cop out.
Let me tell you why it's not worth it. Because it's the same initials. It'd be your initials tattooed on you.
No, it'd
and
be
nobody would know.
I would know. It'd be Tanner's initials.
When
TW
somebody asks, you're like, oh, no, that's mine.
No, I'd say this is my brother's initials.
They say, oh, what's your initials?
TWH.
Where would you get it tattooed at?
Yeah, who would pick the spot?
Tanner would get to pick the spot. In a spot besides like my face.
Well, I wouldn't give you a tattoo
neck.
on your face.
All right, Mike Tyson.
He has to walk around with TWH on his forehead.
TWH.
Right above his eyebrow.
I think it would be funny to get have you get Pickle Rick from Rick and Morty on your ankle.
God.
That would have been a good one. To just pick a tattoo,
Or-
not even initials.
Don't even make it a pickle. Just do like his face,
On a pickle.
and then it would be like Ankle Rick.
Oh.
Gold.
I made myself an ankle.
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't watch Rick and Morty?
Mm-mm.
Jinx, you owe me a Mercedes.
What? That one in your mom's living room for Elijah? You can have that one. I'll get you one like that.
There was a guy, me and Tyler were golfing the other day, and there was a guy that was golfing in front of us, and he had this like really tight Under Armour like, the tight compression shirts.
Yeah, I'd never wear those.
Yeah, and it was 100 degrees outside, and he was wearing a long sleeve compression shirt, and he looked just like Rick from Rick and Morty. And I looked over at Tyler, and he goes, "Did that look like?" And I said, "Morty." He thought it was a funny thing.
Oh, that's nice going to have golf fun with your brother, but that's nice.
Yeah, at 2:00. Were you able to go at 2:00
No, I
on
work.
Thursday?
I bet it's cool just to have a brother.
Hey-o.
I mean, I got a cool sister, but
Shout out.
shout out cool sisters everywhere.
Does she listen?
Yeah, she does. Says she does. Probably a liar though.
No, Emily says she listens. Nope.
To episode 1 for 10 minutes.
Yep, she listened to episode 1 for 10 minutes.
Hey, she got us to 100 on episode 1.
That's true.
Actually, it's over that now.
Yeah, we hit a pretty big milestone this week.
We hit that last week.
Yeah, but
But
Well,
this
we
is like
we
the
teased
first.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first time we're recording.
we hit it right after we recorded last
Yep.
last week's episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome.
Cody, tell us about your week.
Anything crazy?
Not a whole lot. Just worked.
I guess Friday we
Played
went
a little
golfing.
golf. Yeah. It's good times.
Yeah, it must be cool to get off at noon on Fridays. Go
Yeah.
play golf.
It is pretty cool.
How about not work on Fridays?
Be pretty cool too.
Dakota, what do you do on Fridays?
Work. Yeah.
me too.
Yeah, what do you guys do on Sunday? Oh, that's right. You guys just do nothing.
I go to church
Okay.
most of the time.
Do you?
Half the time.
Probably 2 out of 4 Sundays.
Really? What church do you go to?
Pretty sure
The
that's
bridge.
50%.
Do you really still?
Half
Do
the
you
time.
go like to?
No
is
big
it-
deal.
I'll ask you later.
Troy, what did you do this week?
So I went down to Dallas this weekend, and I filmed a wedding.
Did you see Debbie? You seen Debbie went down to Dallas?
No.
you know what I'm talking about?
Did you see the devil go down to Georgia?
Twice.
Hey.
Are you talking about actually Debbie, or like are you just quoting? Okay, never mind.
No, it's not.
Not important.
I mean,
Not important at this point.
just Google Debbie does Dallas.
I know.
It's lost its magic at this point.
Yeah.
So if you're bored, either Google Blue Waffle or Debbie goes down to Dallas.
Okay.
Whichever one you want.
Okay, 2007. Nobody's Googling Blue Waffle.
Somebody in our audience is like, what's a Blue Waffle?
No, you know what's gonna happen? Mom's gonna start.
It's gonna be one of our moms.
Yeah.
Is gonna Google it.
That's fine. Mom,
She's like,
Google Blue Waffle.
no, Mom, do not listen to your favorite son.
This
okay.
is Troy telling you
hear
to
Tyler say
Google a
anything.
Blue Waffle.
What?
So I didn't hear Tyler say anything.
Yeah, was that Tyler?
That's so funny.
Is he here?
That's funny. So I went to Dallas, filmed a wedding. This is one of my last weddings that I'm filming.
Forever?
Forever.
Really?
What the heck?
I have.
What about my wedding?
Well,
I'm just kidding. You're not going to film my wedding.
It'd be kind of hard to do both.
It'd be kind of weird. You could wear one of the GoPro chest mounts.
false. I would never.
Get a nice view from the back of my head.
No, I would do stuff for y'all's weddings if you want me to.
No, God, no. I would not want you to do stuff for my wedding.
Yeah. But went down there. It was an OU Palm girl.
Wow, that was a huge pause.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you forgot what state you were in or what.
Straight went blank.
You fall asleep?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
So
We're losing them,
I get
folks.
there,
We're losing them.
and in my contract it says that I am the only videographer that's allowed to film
Oh, that sucks.
because, I mean, I don't want other people there I'm trying to,
Yeah, you're trying to make your nut.
yeah. And
I'd eat it too.
yeah. So I get there, and the DJ was great, great DJ, but he brings his own camera equipment, and
Of course he does.
he tells me, he's like, "Hey, I'm just gonna get a few things for my Instagram, my assistant, he's just gonna be there for a little bit, and then he'll get out of your way." And I was like, "All right, well, just tell him to stand next, make sure he doesn't get in my shot because the bride paid for me, so I want to make it the best that I can for her." And so everything's going fine. They don't do anything during the ceremony. It's just whenever the reception starts, he brings out this camera, puts it on a gimbal, and just starts walking around the dance floor, nonstop, will not get off the dance floor for anything. And so I'm like, well, this is fine. And then he kind of stands next to me as I'm filming. So we're getting the same shots. And so I'm like, well, great. Do you want me to cut this for you and give you the music that I'm going to use too? And I, at this point I was getting kind of mad, and the photographers, I kind of befriended them, and they could tell I was getting frustrated. Well, she was in a sorority, and so sororities have like a secret dance or like a song that they will sing to, and that comes on. All of her sorority sisters get out on the dance floor. Well, I'm filming this part. I guess not filming. I'm not using film. I'm recording this part, and
Thank you for clarifying.
homeboy steps directly in front of my camera.
We should have just kicked him in the back of the knee. You know, like with their knee folds.
And I go, excuse me.
Oh.
And like I say it loud enough, and I like stand right next to him. I'm like,
You went full spring roll?
yeah. Like I was so upset. And then for the rest of the night, he would not leave my side. And then by probably about 10 o'clock, at this point, I know I have enough footage where I can make a great video.
Mm-hmm.
And he is just circling the dance floor. He probably has 4 hours worth of footage of just dancing, circling the floor. And then they do a fake send-off, and they don't tell me. And so if I would have got this fake send-off, then I would have known I would have every shot, and then I could have like just relaxed for the rest of the night or even went home. And they do this send-off. I'm just kind of standing out there, like standing inside. They do the send-off outside, and I see these sparklers start to go off. And I was like, what the heck? Like the DJ had told us like, hey, I won't do anything without like your knowledge of knowing it and doing it. Excuse me. So I run outside and I was like, did you guys just do a send-off? I'm like, yeah, where were you? I was like, what do you mean, where was I? Like, you didn't. Like, I was inside and you guys were outside, and they ended up doing a real send-off, and I think the shot of the real send-off actually looked better. But I told the guy, I was like, dude, do not walk down this, like, because you know when they do a send-off, the bride and the groom walk down everybody, and there's like sparklers or stuff. And I said, dude, just stand here, don't walk down. I was so mad. By the end of the night, I was like, whatever. But then me being so mad, I was like, I swear, if my card corrupts, it'll just be karma. It'll just be my, like, I would
have
just lose.
said something. Well, I don't know that I said something on that at that specific time to the people that wanted you to be there.
Yeah. But I didn't want to ruin the,
Right.
I didn't want to ruin the bride's night. So
It's like, hey, your DJ's a douchebag.
But like the DJ was such a nice guy. And
But it was the assistant?
It was just his assistant
okay.
that like he just out on the dance floor. So he had a video guy and a photography guy. The photography guy got like 6 photos and then just put his camera away. And then we talked to him.
Like a decent human
Yeah,
being.
and then we talked to him afterwards. We were like, hey, we really appreciate it. Like, he's like, yeah, I wasn't even supposed to be here. Like, I was just supposed to help move stuff. And he was like, he just handed me a camera and said, all right, get some photos.
So this DJ, it sounds like he just like kind of tries to do like everything.
Yeah. And like
Besides DJ.
the wedding planner was kind of upset because
Right.
the DJ started doing his own thing, and it was just kind of a nightmare.
Like, dude, you have one job.
Should play music
Not
and
seven.
make people dance, bro. Chill. Quit trying to do all this.
He was one of those DJs that would like sing to every song.
Hell
you know,
yeah, bro.
held up the microphone like, let's get it started.
And everybody's like, dude, we're eating. Chill.
Yeah.
We
But
just sat down.
other than that, it was a really great wedding. It was good. It'll be a good one whenever I finish editing it. So
90 days from now.
yeah, that's what my contract says.
At least 90 days.
These
No,
contracts of yours.
At least 60 up to 90. But I should have it done sooner.
Tanner, your week?
My
Last week?
I worked.
Yeah.
No.
How was your weekend?
We went and played golf on Friday. And then Alex came in
I
town.
feel like this is a recurring theme.
Yeah.
Just golf on Fridays.
Welcome to the Concrete Golf Golf Podcast.
Concrete Golf Pad Podcast. No. And then Alex came in town and we hung out Friday. And then Saturday had a little pool party at the house. Troy didn't make it
Because I was working.
He was in Dallas.
I was building my brand.
It's crazy. He had to work on Friday and Saturday.
I know, that sucks for him.
What'd you do on Friday? Besides play golf, keep rubbing that one in.
We played golf.
Oh,
No.
Which
Play
one?
golf? Did you play golf on Friday?
Yep,
Yeah.
sure did.
Oh,
Yeah, I think we-
No, you did too.
Yep.
Did you play 18, shoot 18?
Yeah, no, we played. No? What?
Play 18, shoot 18.
Oh, never mind. Sorry. Heard something else. Thought you said never mind. We'll talk about it later. But no, we actually convinced mom and dad to go to Cowboys. So
Hey,
What?
you didn't know
Yeah.
that?
That's what I said. That's what I said was what?
What time?
We got there for quarter beer at 9, and turns out, disclaimer, don't go to Cowboys because they don't do quarter beer anymore.
Yeah.
What?
That was,
Yeah.
like
Got rid of
the,
that.
that was like the one reason to go
Dang.
to Cowboys.
That was the only.
You can pay a $10 cover, but you get quarter beer for an hour.
Yeah, I mean,
You know
that's
how many
perfect.
you know how many beers we can stack on that table in an hour?
Oh,
Oh yeah, we can.
it was a bunch.
Yeah,
About
Troy
47.
went
Yeah.
once or twice.
Like that one time I went with you guys, I was like,
We about drank them out of house and home. Like they about had to shut the damn doors.
Well, I know we had to start drinking Miller Lite at one point because we drank them out of Coors Light because the one they gave us was hot because they hadn't put it fast enough in ice.
Yep.
That's how
sounds
fast
like
we
a
were drinking
personal
them.
problem.
But hey, Pepsi.
Good problem to have.
Pepsi.
God, if Pepsi sponsors us, that'd be beautiful.
Hey, we know someone who's.
Yeah.
You're talking Pepsi.
Pepsi.
You're
Well,
talking
no.
As long as it's
Pepsi.
the other Pepsi and not this Pepsi.
I don't care. It could be any Pepsi. It could be that Pepsi. It could be. Oh, now they know. We just told on ourselves.
Cat's out of the bag now.
But yeah, it was funny. It was Sid, AB, Mom, Dad, me,
All the
Alex, and
people
Poe.
I never thought would go to Cowboys.
Yeah.
Like the one time I don't go to Cowboys.
Oh, and the best part is, Dad asked the waitress or whatever she was. She'd been working there 3 days. It was her 3rd day. She was
Oh.
training, so she couldn't come over to our table very much. She was training. Think about that for a second.
Mind this, she was training somebody that their first day was that night.
Yeah.
But realistically, how often do you have a waitress at Cowboys?
Not very. I mean, usually there's
I've
one
never-
or two walking
I've
around with
never
Jello
had-
shots. They're always walking around with Jello
yeah,
shots.
but they're just trying to get Jello shot.
I mean, that's all they did at the end of the night. I mean,
The
at
one
the beginning of the
time-
night, they were
And
bringing shots.
you know who
bringing
always
drinks
falls for Jello shots at the end of the night?
over. Everybody.
Me and Tanner.
I thought it was like
We're
me,
both tapping our pockets looking for our wallets. We can't get them out fast
It's like
enough.
me, you, Nick, anybody falls for Jello shots late. AB,
Like,
Sydney,
they're
they
a
bought like
dollar.
10 of them.
They're a
Yeah,
dollar.
why
Give me
not?
20 of them. I have a 20. That's so crazy.
But Dad asked the little waitress we had. He was like, "So, do you guys have like snacks? I want some snacks."
Some peanuts, some popcorn. You got any pickles?
He said, "You guys got pickles or hot dogs?"
You
And
got
she was
rattlesnake bites?
like- She was like, I'll go look." And she went back there and she was like, "Well, we have one bag of popcorn in the back." And he was like, "No,
Somebody's
no.
snack.
Probably somebody's lunch."
They're like,
So-
2 o'clock's gonna come. They're gonna like open up the pantry door. Where's my popcorn?
There's no popcorn. So Dad asked, "Well, can we order something and have it brought in here?" So we got a large pizza
No
and 2
way.
cheesy breads and 16 wings from
where?
Domino's.
Facts.
Basically Tea Cafe, but the other way around.
It's like, we sell beer. You can bring whatever food you want in.
Tea Cafe's like, we sell food. You can go ahead and bring beer in.
Were you there, Cody?
I was not. I wish I was though.
Johnny was.
Oh, Johnny. Shout out Johnny.
Not important.
Like our cousin Johnny?
Yeah.
Oh.
You were there. What do you mean? Because yes, yeah, you were there.
I was not there.
That was spring roll night.
Oh, spring. I thought you said Johnny was a cowboy.
Oh, no.
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 All right, Dakota, how was your weekend?
My weekend was good. It was my mom's birthday on Friday. Shout out my mom. Love you. We went and ate for her birthday on Saturday.
What'd you eat?
Chili's.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Chili's.
Took like an hour and a half. I was about to die of
Which one did
thirst.
you go to? Yukon?
No.
Merdine?
No. Your dad said the exact same thing in the exact same order. Portland and Memorial.
Oh, yeah, that's why.
Yeah. Service was awful, by the way. We were there for an hour and a half.
Should have got a Meridian.
Wasn't my choice, but that's neither here nor there. Friday, went to the Coetzel concert.
How was that?
Shout out Coetzel, because that was the that was the best concert I've ever been to, hands down. It was not even from like a musical standpoint, just from the entertaining factor. It was so good. Like, if you ever get the chance,
Do it.
Yeah, yeah.
What is Coetzel?
Coetzel. Yeah.
What is
Coetzel?
Coetzel sing?
It's like kind of like Texas Red Dirt ish.
Was it in Oklahoma City?
Yeah, it was at the Criterion.
Oh.
Yeah, it was super good. Really, really good.
I went to a concert there. Emily's dad had tickets. He didn't go.
To the
me and Emily,
Criterion?
yeah, I really like it.
Criterion's
not very
pretty
big.
cool. It's not very big,
Yeah,
but
no.
it's cool though.
I would. Someone was telling me, who is Tattoo Face. That's not his name.
Tattoo face.
Cameron Barton always dresses up like him for Halloween.
Post Malone.
Post
Oh,
Malone.
I thought you were talking about like the the little fish
I
from
was-
Finding
I was
Nemo,
like-
shark bait.
I was like Lil
Two-Face.
Pump. I was so confused.
Moana, the guy that's on the hill. Like,
Mike Tyson.
Wasn't
guy
wasn't
at the
he
Rock
at the
place?
Criterion?
No, he's gonna be at the peak.
Yeah, he was.
He was?
Yeah.
Okay, someone was telling me about that concert. They said
That had to be like a while ago. That wasn't recent. Was
no.
it?
They said they were
8 months
shoulder to shoulder
Yeah.
packed in that house.
Yeah, because like I've been to one other concert there, and they actually put out folding chairs like upstairs and downstairs so everyone sit down. But this was just GA, so there was VIP, and the VIP section was upstairs, and there was 3 rows of like bleachers with fold out chairs on them, and that was VIP. Everything else was GA. You could literally stand wherever you wanted to in there.
That's crazy.
And like we were upstairs, so we could see everything down. And you look at the bottom, like the floor area. Oh yeah, shoulder to shoulder, and it was hot in there too.
Packed in there like spam.
Yeah, it was a sold out show. I mean,
Is it hotter in there or hotter down here right now?
it was hotter in there for
Okay.
sure. I was standing there sweating. I mean, I sit here and sweat, but I was standing there sweating.
You ever been to a good concert?
Yeah, been quite a few.
It was like he played for like 2.5 hours too. So you get your money's worth on that instead of 8 songs.
Okay, we'll go around and we'll do our best concerts. Go ahead, Bogue.
Okay. My best concert would probably be. So I grew up listening to all the old timey Red Dirt bands, Cross Canadian, Stoney, Jason Boland, all those guys. And I think they still do this every year. It's a big music fest out in Steamboat, Colorado. It's usually like a week long, like 4 nights, 5 days, something like that. And there's pretty much bands playing there almost 24/7. I mean, it's all day long. They've got, I mean, you could have 5 different bands playing at the same time, just kind of all around there. And I remember I was 7th, 8th grade. So I was maybe 12, 13 years old, middle school. Went out there with my dad and a few of his friends, and Cross Canadian was opened up one of the main nights. It was one of their biggest shows that they were playing that weekend, and of course I was on the front row, standing right on the gate, and one of the guys that puts this on, his name is Dave Dixon, Dixon Productions, and he was kind of standing off to the side, and he pointed to me and like kind of waved me on and told me to come up on stage, and I was like, no, I don't want to do that. No thanks, I'm good. And he's like, yeah, come on. And so my dad kind of lifted me over the gate and put me on stage. I kind of walked over there, and he tossed his all access VIP badge right around my neck, and we had that the rest of the weekend. And walking down that back hallway, I would walk by Jason Boland, and he tossed me a pick and shoot the crap with me, and walking by Mickey and the Motorcars group, and whoever. So that was probably my best
life.
concert experience.
How old were you?
12, 13.
13.
Yeah, middle school.
There's something I'd say on here, but I'd probably get in trouble, and you guys want to cut it because it's 2 words, and I can't say them on air.
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
It rhymes with diet smivlage.
That's weird.
There's not much that rhymes with that, so if you can put 2 and 2 together.
That is pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a cool story.
Troy? Dakota?
No, just
Dakota?
you go.
Cool.
We'll just snake it back.
Snake
Cool,
it back.
cool.
So they're gonna go to you and then
No,
skip it.
Is it?
Wait,
No,
It's like a snake
you.
draft. It's like
we went this way, and then now it goes you.
You, me, you. Oh.
Yeah, you.
Are we doing best or worst?
Best.
Best. I'm gonna have to say Coetzel.
That was your best one?
That was my best one. I mean, there's been a lot of them that have been really good, but that just from a pure entertainment value.
Well, let me ask you this: like, what defines a good or bad concert? Like, is it the way they perform? Is it the songs they perform? Is it like the
If you go to a concert,
atmosphere?
if you go to a concert and they're performing songs you don't know, you're probably not gonna have fun.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, yeah, I knew the songs, and just like the way he was an entertainer, he didn't just come up there strumming his guitar and sing.
Play songs and get out of Dodge.
Facts.
That was a free concert.
It was,
It
and
sure
you could
felt
definitely
like it,
tell
too.
it was a free concert.
It was 1 song, 2 song, 3 song, 4. See ya. I'm out.
But he, Coetzel came out, and he was wearing an Oklahoma City Dodgers jersey, unbuttoned, which I thought was cool. I like when people come here and
Kind of represents it
Yeah.
in their own way.
and he comes out, first song he plays, the song I know, next song he plays, I know it. And then he tells a story about how he performed in Longview earlier that week at a hot air balloon music festival.
Oh, how cool.
Longview, Texas?
Yeah. And
Probably the most people who's ever been in Longview.
yeah, like it set the record for most people at that at that event.
I'm sure it was probably more than the population of Longview. There's not anything in Longview. Sorry,
Like,
people that live in Longview, but God.
The person that was like the head of this hot air balloon festival or whatever put out an apology for Coetzel's language during his show. They're like, we told his manager that he was not to cuss and blah 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 blah. So he starts out, if you've got a fucking problem with the way I talk, you can get the fuck out of here right now. And started playing another song. But he had a big ass bottle of Jack Daniels, like one with a handle, and like the drummer stage was elevated, like, you know, kind of like this is the regular stage and this is the drummer. He kills that bottle, like he's just taking pulls out of it, kills it, turns around, smashes it just right on stage. I was like, oh,
Hey,
middle of Oklahoma City at the Criterion. This ain't the Diamond Ballroom. Then he bends down the crowd, gets a cigarette from somebody, just flicks the butt on stage. I don't know. It was just really entertaining because he got into it. Like when he was playing his songs, like he was like over there hyping up his bandmates, and I don't know. It was just super entertaining.
I've been to a bunch of good ones. I was just trying to think of which one is like my favorite. I don't know. Beyonce was really good just because it was Beyonce. Not that I really like. I wasn't like, oh my god, I'm so in love. But it was like I was on the second row.
She's good for second row.
I was on the second row.
I didn't know you were on the
mid
second
stage.
Yeah. Well, his pockets must have been deep there.
Yeah. And she looked over at one point and she like reached down and grabbed somebody's hand. And it was like a guy standing in his own little section. There's like 3 bodyguards around him. I was like, who the hell was that? Turned around, it was Jay-Z, and he was like 15 feet away from me. I was like, holy cow, he's just right here. But no, I think Cody Johnson at the Diamond Ballroom was my favorite.
That was a good one.
That was fun. Probably because we got in for free.
Yeah, that has something to do with it.
I'm not going to talk about how because we don't want everybody else to get in for free at the Diamond Ballroom, but...
Well, we did, just know that.
My name is not Tanner.
Why was Cody Johnson at the Diamond Ballroom better than any other time you've seen him?
Because there was like
free
250 people there.
Venue.
Yeah,
That's true.
and it was before he really got big.
Then he stopped the show and he's like, if I see you do that again, I'm going to come down there and beat your fucking ass.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
Some guy was like,
He was like grabbing on a girl.
Yeah, he was like groping a girl, and like she was drunk and he was drunk, and he was like, get these people out of here, like get them out of here. He was pissed, and he like stopped singing.
He stopped it once and said, I'm gonna come down there and beat your ass.
Yeah.
Started playing again, and then stopped and was like, get him out of here.
He said, all right, I'm not gonna play anymore until this guy gets out of here.
And then security came in like a fucking wave and just said, yeet, got the guy out of here.
The fans started going, get him out.
And we were standing,
get him out.
We were standing like the stage is right here. We were standing kind of over here, so we saw security just whoop make a way, like part in the Red Sea, grab this guy and take him out the back door.
Dang.
I hope that was a really good visual for the listeners, because I'm not sure that was.
What about the viewers?
That's how it happened, though.
You better start going because you got 100,000 to go.
I'm actually sub right now.
Yeah, go ahead. And, everybody go subscribe to our YouTube channel, Concrete Waltz Podcast.
Do I still have to dye my hair if I created the page?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
It wasn't the bet. The bet.
Still not going to matter. He's not getting 100 by next August.
Oh, just to prove you wrong, I will.
No, you won't.
So
He's got the fire
He'll be
burning.
dead in 4 months.
no,
He'll have like 200 in 4 months. He'll be like, okay, I'm done.
Now, if I get 200 in 4 months, you guarantee it. That thing is just gonna like exponentially.
200
200 or 200,000?
200, like 200.
Oh,
If you get 200,000 in 4 months, you have to dye your hair for a year.
Pink. It'll be pink for a year. If it's 200,000 in a couple months, yeah, it's going
you're gonna
pink.
you're gonna have to stand on the corner of Reno and Rockwell and say my brother had 200,000 subs in 4 months for the sign.
but no, I'm gonna start like handing out business cards
Sub.
to dye my brother's hair platinum blonde. Subscribe.
All you gotta do is put a bunch of flyers around OU.
Yeah, that's true.
Start a GoFundMe. They'll be like, oh yeah, I'm in.
Someone's like, yeah, I got a brother. I'd like to prove him wrong too.
Fuck brothers.
Yeah, but my favorite concert. So,
Yes.
entertainment wise, Justin Timberlake puts on a good concert.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like,
can imagine.
easily.
I was up in the Chesapeake Arena, 300 level, like
Yeah.
almost like butt against the wall.
Loud City.
Yeah, and I don't know. It was just like he was all the way on the other side though, but like he made his stage like come up, and he performed above the pit.
Mhm.
If that makes sense. Like he had his stage elevate, and then on rails it moved to the very back, and then he played like a little bit of his concert for the people in the back, And then he got back on his stage and he rode back. So that was probably my favorite. I thought it was cool how he did that, because a lot of people will just stay at the front and they won't.
Freaking Beyonce, she was standing right in the front of the stage, like front row, and one of the stagehands ran behind her and clipped in a clip on her back. She was wearing a harness. Nobody really knew because it was a dress. Clipped it, and then 10 seconds later, she's just taking off over the... I was like...
See ya.
That's the thing about those big concerts, though. Like, you pay that much money for a ticket, but...
It's a show.
You get all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah, it's a show.
Like, my favorite was Taylor Swift. I
have to say
it. I got engaged. I got engaged at a Taylor Swift concert.
You got engaged like an hour before it started.
Yeah.
No, it already started. We missed Camila Cabello or whatever her name is.
That's because the damn shuttle driver.
What is that? Like a car and a horse, like combined?
The announcer butchered it like 10 times.
Yeah.
Coming up, we have Camila Cabello.
Yeah.
I was like, oh god.
But like she had her main stage, and then she had 2 other stages at the corners of the end zone at AT&T Stadium. Performed at all 3 of them.
It was just a hair too much.
You know what's actually probably like a really fun concert? The halftime show at the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
That shit always looks so lit.
I'd love to go to that.
All right, so we're going to take a real quick break, and when we come back, we're going to either go to Instagram Live, answer some questions, and we have some other things.
Yeah. All right.
We got some tricks up our sleeve.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
Subscribe. Listen to.
Quest for 100,000.
Quest for 100K. Got it.
Who's getting a fly?
And the bad part is you're going to cut it right there, and people are going to be like, why did he just say got it?
Got it. He's going to wait till after got it. We're back.
Sit it.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh.
I thought
Heard that
was
before.
Dakota's one.
Yeah, me too. But
all right, so when you're listening to this, go over to our YouTube channel
and our Twitter
and our Instagram
and our Facebook.
We're reaching here. We're asking for a lot.
Yeah. No.
Hey, go ahead and like everything of ours.
I go ahead.
All of it.
Yeah.
Give me the YouTube and the Twitter
And Instagram
and the Twitter
and Facebook
and the My Book.
Hey, the
and
only
the
way
Instapass.
Snap face.
the only way that you get to dye your hair platinum blonde is by
It will never happen because we're not going to hit 100,000 in 1 year. What are you looking at? Huh?
bet.
What are you looking at? Huh?
I'm looking at our YouTube followers.
You better be standing at Portland and I-40 saying, hey, go subscribe.
Oh, I will.
At a dead serious.
I believe it when I see it.
Cue the crickets.
Yeah.
Got it right this
is
time.
Is it crickets or a creaky shopping cart wheel?
All right. Thanks for subscribing.
They didn't go. They're still listening.
I'm done.
They'll do it at the end.
Go subscribe.
That's fine.
Go subscribe. You can subscribe and listen to this podcast at the same time. That's right. Don't believe me? Ask your neighbor.
Ask them.
Only if you're listening on Spotify.
Everybody turn to the person on your left and ask them.
You can do it on YouTube too. You don't have to watch a video.
Be my neighbor.
I'm not arguing with you. Man, you're gonna look so good with platinum hair.
Okay. Back to what we were talking about.
They'll be like, why is your hair platinum? Oh, well, my brother makes $10,000 a year off 100,000 subs.
No, that is what is that? 10 cents per sub? I'm not good at math.
Yeah. Anyways, we're not gonna get into this argument any further. But
tough math.
Hang on.
In there.
Go
Cody.
subscribe.
Wait, no. Let's ask Cody. We're gonna ask everyone on the channel from now on. Cody.
Yes, sir.
Until we get 100,000 subs, we're asking everybody from now on.
Yeah, well, we're gonna be asking forever.
Do you think that you could have? Do you think you could be successful and live off of 100,000 subscribers on YouTube?
It depends on how big your knowledge of YouTube is too.
Yeah, mine's about big.
It's about how big mine is too.
Well,
So,
me and Troy have a decent knowledge of YouTube.
They're gonna have to fill me in on some information here.
No.
They don't have any facts. They're just like guessing.
See,
Like, how much can you get off of 100,000?
It depends. Like, how much do you want to push? How much do you want to try?
Hey, we can't copyright. We got to reference
But the thing
episode
is-
2. We're stealing all of our information from episode 2.
Once you get to 100,000, I mean, how's it any different than another 100,000?
Just more money.
Yeah, the more subs you have, the more your channel's promoted.
Okay.
And the more likes you get on videos, the more views you get because your video gets promoted. and you get paid off of views, and you get paid off of sponsored videos.
So what would you say you would normally make for 100,000?
If you get 100,000 views,
Or does it how does it still depend?
if you get 100,000 views, you're gonna make at least $500 off of one video.
At least 500 for 100,000.
At least. I don't know. It depends on what the CPM is.
So, like, because for this, it's $10 per 1,000 views.
The one ad that we have, it's $10 per 1,000 views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
for every 1,000 listens we get $10 off the one ad that we have.
Mm-hmm.
It also depends on what ad you get.
Right.
Yeah, more ads. Different ads pay more.
Right.
If you're sponsored by Walmart, you're going to make a ton
You
of
can
money.
also
Exactly.
get like SeatGeek. Like SeatGeek, if SeatGeek wants to sponsor you, they could pay you X amount of dollars to run a 30-second clip in your video where you talk about how cool SeatGeek is and you explain how cool SeatGeek is, and they give you a discount code to give to all your subscribers where they get 10% off their next purchase.
Right.
And then you get a kickback off that 10% because all the people that use your code, you get a kickback off that.
Yep.
Right.
So then
It just kinda
you made
depends.
$20,000 off that one video.
Yeah.
Or you could get sponsored by Bubble Pop, which is a game, like an app, and then
Yeah,
they
that's true too.
so just a it
Fortnite pays people to play it.
Did you see Ninja
Switch the
switching?
mixer.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I heard he got like in between 50 to 100 mil for that.
oh, had to have.
Yeah, like they were talking like NBA money for that.
That's crazy.
Did you see that guy? Fortnite world champion.
Yeah,
16, 13,
16 years old. Jinx, you owe me a Benz.
and we're back.
Yep.
It's come full circle. $3 million.
$3 million. Like
That's insane. I know.
Tiger Woods.
if you would have won $3 million at 16, what I mean for playing Fortnite,
you can't get it. It's a lottery. It goes to your parents.
Yeah.
That's
At
not
least
a
until you turn
lottery.
18 probably.
You can't get it until you turn 18.
it's
you're
not a
probably-
lottery. You earn it. Like it's winnings.
Well, that's gonna get
Yeah.
taxed, I'm sure.
It's not
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
gambling or
He
anything.
won $3 million, but he's taking home like 800,000.
Yeah.
It's just like
No, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, luxury
You'd
and
be
lottery
surprised.
tax,
Yeah.
especially under 18.
Yeah.
it's
They'll pay
not-
penalties like cashing out a 401k.
It's not like a lottery. It's not like gambling.
Yeah, it is. I'm
No,
sure he had
'cause
to pay an entry fee.
No,
No.
I'm sure he had to pay some tournament to qualify.
They
to make
paid
it
his.
there.
They paid his ass to be there.
I'm sure somebody did, but I'm sure somebody had to pay for him to be there.
No,
No.
The whoever set up the tournament.
You just said somebody had to pay for him to be there.
Yeah, whoever set up the tournament invited him to be there. They invite people to
Yeah,
come play in that tournament.
somebody paid his admission.
No.
No,
his entry fee,
They cut
his
him.
regional
They cut
tournament.
him a check to show up.
See, I can't just play Fortnite and just show up and not play in like some regional tournament. Or they didn't. They got the best of the best.
You also don't have 100,000
Because you have to qualify. Like
It's like a Pokemon trader tournament.
Yeah,
Like you
they-
have to qualify at a regional to make it to a state and then to the national and to the world.
Yep.
So I'm sure he had to pay entry fees.
no entry fee.
I know to that one. I'm aware of that.
No entry fee to any.
Ever. Never. You know that for sure.
Dude, he's
you know how he got there.
Yeah,
You know his
anyone-
background, his
I-
track record.
If I wanted to
Social security
qualify,
number.
if I wanted to qualify, I could have played to qualify. But chances are I wouldn't have won because
they
I'm
don't.
not.
It's not like they had like qualifying tournaments. You just play Fortnite at home in your room, and you build up so many points towards the World Cup. And if you get enough points, you get invited.
I
Right?
think there's regionals. I'm highly certain there's regionals that you have to go to, like in St. Louis.
Yeah,
you have
but
to
he didn't
travel to
have to-
St. Louis and go to your regional and win the
It's
regional.
not like a baseball tournament and shit like that.
I think it is.
He didn't have to pay Epic Games to play.
We'll come back to this.
Okay. Least favorite concert. This one right now.
This one?
Yeah.
Is this a concert?
No.
How dare you?
I mean,
No,
the
me and
car-
Pogue have the same one. Go ahead, Pogue. What's our least favorite concert? We were there together, holding hands,
Yeah. pretty much.
taking shots at Crown.
What was your least favorite
so
concert?
that was probably, 2 years ago?
It would have been, almost 3 years ago.
Yeah. That was old Gary Allen down at, where was that at?
It was at Windstar.
That was,
Windstar.
yeah,
Yeah, that was
Windstar.
awful.
So we head down there and it was us two and Connor
Mm-hmm.
and Ashlyn, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Connor and Ashlyn. The show was awful, god awful. I mean, I think we just had regular GA tickets, but he goes out and
I mean, they were good tickets. We were on like the 6th, 7th row.
Yeah,
But he came out for the first song and he had a bottle of Jack in one hand and a styrofoam cup in the other with ice in it.
yes,
And he came out and he was like, I'm just sitting out here watching it. And I was like, what in the world? Is this real? Everybody kept looking over at each other like, is this real?
And you could tell he was on something else too, because he had like some little like light jacket, like cardigan thing or something, and he wasn't even through the first song, and he's like shedding this thing off and sweating bullets, and he just sounded god awful.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's on the casino tour.
Yeah,
He's on the back end. He's on the back nine.
he's on his downhill.
It got better as the concert went on.
Yeah, I think he was sobering up.
Yeah.
He's sweating all that shit out.
Or we finished off the bottle of Crown.
Yeah,
It was-
could have been a part.
Yeah.
It could have been both.
We met right in the middle. One was going
Yep.
uphill, one was going downhill. Then the
Exactly.
concert got
You
good.
got
and it
on
was-
the same level for
Yeah.
a little bit.
Cross paths.
Our YNX coordinate crossed right in the middle. Yeah, that was awful. Troy, what's your least favorite concert?
I just want to know why you didn't just like wait till he came to the Oklahoma State Fair.
Next year.
It's probably going to be there. But
My least favorite concert. So I don't go to a lot of concerts. I probably go to like one every other year, maybe.
Really?
Yeah, I don't go to a lot. So a couple years ago, Jake Jam came around, and it was like super hot. And
It always is.
And
Yeah.
Duh, it's in August.
and you know, I was trying to impress Emily, so I was like, oh, I'll wear jeans and boots and a polo.
it's miserable, wasn't it?
Yeah, you messed up there.
Gosh, it was terrible.
Which one was it?
It was the one that was right behind. It was in downtown,
Oh yeah.
and it was in that parking lot.
Yep.
And it was like, well, I was like
That was the hottest one I've ever been to.
100 yards away just from the stage, because it was narrow that year.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like wide, but
Yeah.
I was just like, this isn't fun.
Yeah.
And
No, and there was no shade whatsoever.
Super sweaty.
Nothing.
Yeah, you're on that asphalt.
yeah,
That heat radiating
that
off.
was bad.
Yeah.
So I mean, I like concerts, but I was just standing there and I was miserable, and Emily was miserable too. Like, she was sweating. She was like, "Let's just go." I was like, "Okay."
Fine.
I wasn't there very long that year either.
I was like, I will lose this $10 that I paid for parking. I was like,
10. Where'd you park at? Like 2 miles from there? 3
Yeah.
miles from there?
no, I don't remember where we parked, but it was like one of those parking garages, and we had to walk. Yeah, it was miserable.
Yeah.
I like Jake Jam, but it's like in the middle of August, and
It was fun. It's
Yeah.
always fun. I mean, it's hot most
I've
years.
only,
but-
I've only been once, but the one time I went was pretty dope.
yeah.
My worst concert?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to say Luke Combs.
that one
Yeah.
at the farmers market.
Yeah. Not because he sucked or anything, but it just felt like a wham bam,
Yeah.
thank you ma'am type deal.
Yeah,
Walk into your thing. get
Walk
out.
in, do your thing, get out. And I like it when they talk and interact with
Yeah.
the crowd, but it was just like he comes in, plays, and he comes in, leaves.
I think he knows he's already made it big time, and he's just
He's just like, yeah.
cashing a check.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it was fun as hell. Like it
Yeah.
was super fun. Like the whole experience was fun, but as far as concert wise, it could have been more entertaining.
Yeah. Especially with a smaller venue too.
Yeah, like it could have been super dope.
Oh,
like
yeah.
they could have closed off that whole back area.
Yeah.
Yep.
It could have been a lot better than it was. But that's
it was weird to me how they had
The
him
seats in
only
the back?
facing one direction, which was probably his idea. But all three of them just walked out, sat on the stools, played, got
And
up,
then
left.
Yeah, there was like no, hey, I'm Luke Combs.
Yeah.
This song's about this. This song's about that.
It's like, hey, you guys know me.
Yeah,
Gone.
like Go Wetzel has a song called Austin, and before he played the song, he's like, you know, I've been to Austin, Texas, and turns out they don't like it when you eat a bunch of mushrooms and go see the new Avengers movie. You end up going to jail. He said this song has nothing to do with that.
Yeah. Concerts are great.
I think I've been to more concerts this year than I have in damn near my whole life.
Would you guys ever go to like a music festival? Tanner, did you ever go to Austin City Limits?
Mm-mm.
No.
I couldn't afford
South by? You were
Oh, I worked South by.
at South
Yeah.
by.
it. Yeah, I was there because I worked it.
How much
You were
is
where?
it?
There. But I did, Reddit actually was at one of the events.
Was he?
Yeah.
Reddit.
Not like a dude.
Reddit. Speaking of Reddit,
What about it?
what's next?
Yeah.
What concert would you want to go to? Wasn't that on the list? What concert would you go to if you...
Here, go Facebook Live or Instagram
Instagram
Live
Live.
All right.
and see if we can. The one thing we found on Reddit that was quite funny was Tinder profiles and bios and such. So, well, we'll just wait until Troy can pull up Instagram Live, because what we're going to talk about is what is the funniest Tinder bio that you've seen?
Tinder bio,
Or
pickup line,
yeah, anything.
whatever. Yeah.
What are you doing this? Oh, am I holding it? Okay, so for all 0 of you, we'll wait until we at least get one person.
Hold on, let me give a phone up.
Oh, Nick's on. Nick's always
Shout
on.
out Nick.
Let's wave at Nick.
We're gonna
Hi,
have to
Nick.
we're gonna have to phone in Nick one time.
Nick, you're live with Regis.
Austin joined. Okay, we have 2. Dakota, Pogue.
Cody-
Well,
Cody
Dakota
Pogue,
and
yeah.
Pogue are on the podcast, so
Tanner, you might as well just jump on, get that clout.
I'll be all
We're
right.
a
Jump on.
solid 4 right now.
Okay, so for the 2 of you that are listening that are not actually on the podcast right now, oh, Austin waved.
I'm gonna wave back.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nick waved.
Oh, you don't even have to hit send. You just click
Yeah,
wave.
yeah,
It
you
just
just wave.
goes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, what is
2019.
what's the funniest or craziest Tinder bio /
Tinder message.
Oh, just kidding. We're reconnecting because Troy has poor service.
Here, let me
Hey,
get over
guys.
here.
Are you
Go
not
ahead.
on the Wi-Fi, bro?
No, yes,
2019.
go for it.
Get it together.
All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back.
What was that like weird deep voice? Hey, what's up,
That
guys?
was his,
Welcome back to
that
the
was his,
concrete
that was his
walls.
phone voice.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back.
To the concrete walls.
All right, so tell us your best or worst Tinder story.
And Nick, let's not bring any of the ones up from the group Tinder that we used to have. Some of those were bad.
Nick said Bud Light and Natter Days. Y'all feeling okay?
Busted.
That's Pepsi and cherry limeade.
See, Nick, I don't know what you're talking about. That's
Yeah.
a cherry limeade.
Cherry limeade.
Dakota's over there drinking Gatorade, so
Yeah.
that's a Pepsi.
Natter days are all right.
All right, Tanner, start with your best Tinder story.
I don't really have any. The best thing that Tinder ever had was the group Tinder. That was the funniest thing ever. And for some reason, JR and Nick always got us kicked out of the groups. I don't know why. No idea why.
I think I do.
You know why.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, Nick. You know why. God, I cannot remember any of them, though.
Cody, you got any good Tinder stories?
Cody
I
doesn't
don't think
need.
I do.
Cody doesn't need Tinder for women. I mean,
See if Brian has any good Tinder stories.
Brian, do you have any good Tinder stories? Does anyone have any good Tinder stories?
all the only good Tinder stories I read on Reddit.
All right, tell us some. Nick
Oh.
said I plead the fifth.
Yeah,
That's probably smart.
It's best not to incriminate yourself.
5 will get you 10.
Dakota, you good over there? That Gatorade coming up?
Hang on. Let's see what we got.
See, I was never on Tinder. Like,
Yeah, me neither.
I've never been on Tinder before, so I don't have any good stories.
Shout out Emily.
What do you
Has
have,
anyone
Brian?
actually gone on a Tinder date? Oh, does Bumble count?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Does Bumble count?
Yes.
So I'm asking Austin if Bumble counts.
Oh.
I gotta wait on his reply. I mean, it's the
Does
same.
Bumble?
It's like the
count?
same thing.
Yeah. Like, have you ever been on a dating website date? Cody?
What?
He's on.
Sorry, I spaced out.
All of a sudden, he went deaf.
He's on Bumble.
Deaf. He went deaf.
Austin
look-
said same thing.
He's looking on his Bumble just to see if he has any funny ones. I
don't think so.
Yeah, I wasn't quite prepared to have funny ones,
Yeah.
so this is kind of.
That's why I was just gonna go off the Reddit.
Yeah, I don't really have anything.
That one about the corn cob was funny.
Well, tell that one. I don't remember it, and I can't find it.
It's literally in the group text, but whatever. So I saw this Tinder conversation today on Reddit, and it was between a guy and a girl, and the girl's name was Catherine, and he said Catherine ? More like Catherton, I guess, and with the heart eye emojis, and she said I love that, and he said LOL, I'm kind of surprised. That was corny AF, and she said I like corny. He said, so you trying to catch this cob?
All right, here's one. Girl, you're a toaster. ? because I'm down to get in the bath with you. She said, haha. He said, I can already feel the sparks flying. She said, I guess the only option is marriage now. He said, let's consummate it then tonight. That is, who does that?
People on Tinder.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That would kill you.
Really, Troy?
Putting a toaster in the bathtub. No.
Not if there's not any water in it, dummy.
But thanks to our Instagram people, we have no help as of right now.
Yeah.
The heck?
Excuse you.
Who's just...
I
it says, I knew it.
Got an email.
You're getting emails at 8:30.
For real, it was PayPal.
Cody, do you get emails at 8:30?
No. Unless it's junk.
Wow.
PayPal.
He said, I ate an entire box of mini tacos last night and wasn't even high. She said, I really admire that kind of person. I want to get married. He said, will you let me stick it in your butt then? She said, well, it better be a big ring for that size chance. Oh. He said, how's the dollar store sound? And a hula hoop. Do people, does this work?
Supposedly. Who knows?
Has it worked for you, Cody?
Negative.
Sounds like Cody's like underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's wrong with your mic? bud?
Negative. No, I can't even do that.
Nothing, bud.
Hi,
It
bud.
hasn't worked.
All right. Well, we're going to end the Instagram.
Well, hold on.
Wait.
We'll go back to the question of Tinder dates, Bumble dates.
What about it?
You ever been on one?
Just one.
Yeah,
It's
same.
the weirdest thing ever.
Awkward as fuck the whole entire time.
She showed up. She was not the same person as the pictures. 100% was not even close. And she showed up. She was like, "Hey, are you Jared?" I was like,
Yep.
"That was an interesting icebreaker." All right, well, yeah.
I saw this one.
You know, Jared walked up like a little bit after he like put some breath mints in and walks up, sees her with a different dude, turns right back around.
Turned around. He left.
I saw this one earlier on Reddit, and the girl messaged the guy first on Tinder and said, "How much does a polar bear weigh?" And
Yeah.
typical answer is enough to break the ice. Hey, how are you?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "I don't know, how much?" And she didn't reply. She said, apparently not enough to keep this conversation going.
That's good.
Yeah.
I wish we had all these on point so we could, this would be a really good podcast if we would have thought of some of these before.
You want me to FaceTime my
Who's Maya?
pickup line genius?
Who?
Nick Reed.
In Japan,
Yeah, he's awake.
where it's 3:00 in the morning right now.
Nope, it's 7 a.m.
Even worse. No, we don't need to. Poor Nick.
Austin, you split the checks on your fucking Tinder date? How's it a date if you split the check, bro?
Does she have a penis?
Austin said, mine was the same, but mine would not talk. So we sat in awkward silence till we got our checks. This was right after college.
I mean, it's got to be awkward. You're meeting someone from the internet.
Yeah. No, yeah. It was strange. And I said, I will never do this again. And I have not.
You actually typed that to yourself?
Yes. Send it to my notes, like a reminder, like, hey, bro, don't do that again, ever. No. It was the weirdest experience.
It's so awkward because you have to try to struggle to
Yeah, because I was like, hey, come over, we'll go get some dinner, and then, we'll hang out. And we just sat there and just talked and just kind of, and then she was like, okay, I'm out of here. I was like, okay, thank you.
It wasn't worth paying for. Facts.
Talk about the casting couch.
Oh.
Hey,
Okay.
Okay. Cody, you got any good online dating tips?
Tips? Negative.
Dakota,
Not for
online
me.
dating tips.
Don't fucking do it.
Don't do it.
Tanner,
Same,
online
don't
dating.
do it.
Waste of
Just
time.
don't do it.
How would you say would be?
I hope you're on yourself right now.
No, I'm not.
You're talking and you're pointing it at my face.
We can hear.
Yeah, you can hear me. Can you guys hear me?
No.
All right, Tanner, send our viewers over to our YouTube where they can
They can
subscribe.
Oh, yeah, tell them live. Nobody really knows yet.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We said we'd do it on live.
Yeah. All right, so what's up, guys? Welcome to the Concrete Walls Podcast Live.
Welcome. They've been listening for the last 15 minutes.
It's not important, man.
Stop talking.
Is it still just Austin and Nick?
Smitty needs to chime in. Nick is so right. Smitty does need to chime in.
All right, so Tanner and I have made a bet.
Does Smitty have Instagram?
And you guys will hear about this bet soon on our
Like right
YouTube,
now.
Yeah, like on our YouTube channel. So what we're going to do is we are going to start posting videos on our YouTube channel to try and get to 100,000 subscribers.
Whoa, who is that? That ain't me.
That was me.
It's not me.
That's
All right.
me.
We are going to start posting to our YouTube channel to try and get 100,000 subscribers. And if we do, by August 5th, 2020, Tanner is going to dye his hair platinum blonde
I mean, I'll do it if it happened. It ain't
for
gonna
4
happen.
weeks. But if we do not,
I think one of you should have to dye the other's hair.
Yeah.
However, whatever way it goes. Not like professionally done, just like shitty. Just looks
like
awful. Like
lather
you're
it
like
on
a
there.
skunk. Just a stripe.
Bring it on.
so go ahead and go over to our YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube, because we're getting to road to 100K.
God,
Starting
this is
today.
really weird watching this because it's at least 5 seconds
Yeah,
delayed.
there's a super big delay.
And
So,
you just like touched your hair, and then I saw it, and then I was like, it's like some Black Mirror stuff. I don't see it.
You know
And I was
where
like,
you
oh, there it
you
is.
know where you don't get a delay? On YouTube.
Boom.
So go over to our YouTube, hit that subscribe bell.
Bell?
Button.
Is there a bell?
Notification bell.
Hang on.
Restart.
Didn't know there was a dinger.
Hit the subscribe button and then hit the notification bell so you can get notified every time that we post a new video. And if we make it to 100,000 subscribers, Tanner is going to be dyeing his hair platinum blonde.
You're going to be dyeing Tanner's hair for
I will be dyeing.
I'll give
Tanner.
you 13 months. I'll give you till my birthday. I'll dye it
August-
on my birthday,
August 30th, 2020.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'll give it to my birthday. If you can get it by my birthday, I'll even help. Like, I'll pass flyers out.
Yeah,
and
me too.
I'll go do cartwheels on campus and say, come follow the concrete walls.
Yeah.
Since he's off on Fridays and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. He'll be handing
After
out
golf though.
He'll be
Oh,
handing
yeah,
out
he's gonna
golf
finish
tees.
golf.
I'll run around with a
Yeah.
GoPro and those little elf shorts around campus with a hat on and just, hey, follow the concrete walls.
So go subscribe. All right, we'll see you guys later. Peace.
Speaking of your little elf costume, we were at the Coetzel concert.
Who has an elf costume?
Didn't you just say something about an elf
Yeah, I
costume?
did, but I don't have one.
Well, I was just in relation
Okay. Yeah.
to
Yeah.
his newest album is called Harold Saul High, like a high school. And there's like a high school theme to the album. And there was this kid walking around in a cap and gown at the concert. 2 of them, actually.
Wow.
I was like,
Cool.
okay.
Way to play the part.
Yeah. Good job, bud. No one's going to give a fuck.
Well,
All right, Tanner.
is that it?
Yeah. Send us home. Tell everybody where to go and subscribe.
Probably on YouTube.
There's some YouTube channel that you keep talking about that I think we've referenced at least 6 times this
Yeah.
episode.
Actually,
All right.
I'm going to see if it's there right now.
So
Just do that one. At the Concrete Walls podcast. I don't even know what it is. What is it?
I think it's at the Concrete Walls Podcast.
Well, that was a lucky guess.
Jinx.
Still don't have the one video on there, though.
Yeah. This will be our first video.
No, we have a video.
We have the other one with the 3 angles.
Oh, that's right. It's not on YouTube yet.
Account is called.
Yeah, I can't find it.
So everyone go over to the Concrete Walls Podcast on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe. Get us to 100K so we can dye Tanner's hair platinum.
Blonde.
I don't know what it's called.
Yep. Cody, thanks
Yes,
for
sir.
joining us today. Is there anywhere that people can find you that's not like your home address?
Yeah, I don't want to give that up.
Don't give out your phone number, please.
No socials, no phone numbers, please.
No,
On
you can give
Facebook.
you can give your
Yeah.
social.
I don't do that Twitter twatter stuff, but Instagram, I think it's C_Pogue, POAGE.
Classic.
And yeah, Facebook.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for listening. Share this with a friend if you think so, because we're getting Tanner's hair platinum blonde.
Bring it.
I
on.
am now going home to make 100,000 fake Google accounts. And
He's going to be up for the next 2 weeks.
yeah. And so we're going to get there. All right. Thanks everyone for listening.
How long do you think it would take you to do 100,000 fake Google accounts?
Probably a year.
Or 4?
Yeah.
100,000? You could probably do like,
Dude, if you Google the
15
Concrete
a
Walls
night.
podcast, look at the 2 first pictures that pop up.
yep,
See?
it's on our website.
Google the Concrete Walls Podcast.
And you can find us literally everywhere
All right.
besides YouTube.
We're on there. Just
I cannot find it.
it's under Troy's. I don't know. Anyways, we'll get it figured out by
Yeah.
next episode.
Yeah. So thanks everyone for listening, And remember,
Don't forget to tip your bartenders and wait staff.
Oh, we didn't tell Pogue though. He needs to come up with a slogan for the end of the show.
Oh yeah.
Slogan.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got a
Like
slogan.
mine is,
You got to write it on the table too.
yeah, you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish.
It's actually Trevor's, but whatever.
Hey,
Got
fine.
a few under my belt, but
Mine next week would be what he's gonna about to say.
When he's gone.
one of my favorites is there's always light at the end of the tunnel. And if there isn't, well, you don't have a tunnel. And also remember, kids, don't drink and drive. You might spill your beer.
Oh, winner.
Tanner?
We just got the explicit on that episode.
No.
Just kidding.
I'm pretty sure I said fuck.
He
once or
said.
twice.
He said.
I don't
root
think we
beer.
reached 7. I think 7
Does
is
it
the
take
limit.
7
I think
fucks?
it's 7.
Fuck.
We're there.
Every time you say it, I'm just gonna hit like a subscribe.
Sorry, Mom.
I don't know how they determine if it's an explicit or not, because you post it and it's up. It could be up instantly, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you go look on Apple right now, I'm sure.
There's a little checkbox that I
There's-
have to hit that says
explicit.
which is funny because Apple says family friendly
Oh.
on Apple Podcasts, but whenever you go over to Anchor, it says explicit.
18 and 19 don't have it. 15 doesn't have it, which I feel like 15 definitely should. 14 doesn't have it.
They're family friendly, but the Joe Rogan podcast is on Apple Podcast.
Yeah.
That don't make any sense.
Well, his doesn't say family friendly. Like ours has a little tag that says family friendly.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's a family affair. You two are brothers. So.
Yeah.
That's true.
Family.
And we're sometimes friendly to each other.
Just don't talk
Don't
about spring
Don't talk
rolls.
about spring rolls.
Jesus Christ.
Or 100,000 subscribers if we're going to get together.
Yeah.
Okay. Do your Kawhi laugh. What's your Kawhi laugh?
I'm
All
a
right.
fun guy.
I'm glad you guys finished that. And cinnamon roll.
And remember,
And don't forget to tip your bartenders and wait staff. Damn, that's the second time I messed
Wait
it up.
taff. Get the wait taff.
Yeah.